Yo, what up, guys? Old School Dan here. Good morning. In my bed, sitting with my dog and my laptop in front of me. Want to make a video for you guys. In this video, I want to talk about 3 exercises that will build you an old school chest. Now, this video is going to cause a little bit of friction because, I'm going to be choosing one exercise over the other, and people are going to be like, "Why are you choosing that over that?" And I have my reasons why because I like to take cosmetic bodybuilding into account, but I also like to take the really old school factors into account as well. So, you're gonna enjoy that part. But before I get into the video, I want to talk about a course that I'm creating. I'm creating a course that will build you a X-frame physique, a course that will make you look bigger than you actually are. Basically, I'm going to showcase you how to create that illusion for yourself in a silver era way of bodybuilding. So that's gonna be coming out soon. Really pumped to share that with you guys. It's gonna be on sale in a few weeks. I'm working on it hard. I'm going to the gym like at 5 a.m. like every day, just filming it, and making sure that this course is gonna be the game changer in the industry. So, anyways, with that being said, I'll see you in the demonstration videos. Peace. All right. So the first exercise that I chose was an incline dumbbell press. I always start off my workouts with an incline dumbbell press. The reason being is because the upper chest is the hardest region to grow, I believe, because there's not a lot of muscle going on up in there. It's right next to the collarbone, which is just bone. So that's a hard region to build up. So I like to always start off with it because use the priority principle. Whatever's the weakest, bring it up first. And this has been a game changer in my chest for the last few years. Steve Reeves, this was a favorite exercise of his. Back in the day, a lot of people were doing bench pressing and dips and all those other exercises. When they saw Reeves' chest, and before you say genetics, well, those are genetics. Doing quite a bit of incline pressing does give your chest a different type of look. It gives you that square-chested plate armor look. And, a lot of people, when they realized it, they're like, oh, snap, Steve Reeves has that square chest. How's he doing that? He has that, because Steve Reeves had a really good upper chest. People were like, oh, snap, how'd you do that? It's like, I just do a lot of incline dumbbell pressing. I don't do a lot, I don't do much of the, I do, he still did like the bench pressing and the flies and stuff like that, but he did more of the incline pressing. And when they saw that, they realized that, they're like, oh, snap, we got to do this. So then everybody started doing it. Everybody started copying what you call, quote unquote, in the magazine, Steve Reeves movements, like incline dumbbell pressing, incline curls. Those are Reeves movements. So I think that's sort of where that look started. That upper chest, square chest, that plate, that looks like a plate of armor. I think that's where it started from Reeves. But yeah, this is pretty much how I like to start off my workouts. You can use barbell or incline dumbbell, but I found that, I always saw Steve Reeves doing incline dumbbell. I've seen pictures of him, in the books, but, I just been doing incline dumbbell press because I feel like I can get a better stretch, a better contraction, I control the weight better. It just feels so much nicer than with a barbell. So I rarely do it with the barbell, but I mostly do it with a dumbbell. But yes, guys, that is one of the exercises that I will be showing you. One of the 3 exercises that I will be showing you in this video demonstrating for you. Now, again, we're going for illusion here, guys. We're creating a specific type of look, all right? We're creating these type of proportions to give you a specific type of look. This exercise will specifically give you a chest that looks like a plate of armor, just to reiterate, all right? All right, so with that being said, let's move on to the next exercise. All right, so the next exercise that I chose was a staple in bodybuilding. It is still a staple in bodybuilding. The bench press, using a wide grip. This is I call this a foundation exercise. It builds strength, mass, and power. It's also, it's a staple. It has, I think, one of the highest EMG ratings on the scale. It will stimulate and fatigue most of the muscle fibers in your chest. Now, this works like the middle chest and lower chest. I always keep this in my, workouts just because it's like, you hear a lot about things, and I'm actually going to make a video on it. Vince Strano was like, oh, bench pressing will give you that sort of busty look, like watermelons. But it's like, hey, guys like Steve Reeves, Reg Park, and literally every single silver era bodybuilder legend did bench pressing. So why does it make sense for me to remove it from my routine if I want to look like them? And that's going to be another topic for another video, and I'm going to be sort of disproving that method of Vince's. It's crazy because, I've been seeing a lot about cosmetic bodybuilding, using this exercise over that exercise, causing a lot of controversy and, friction. but I will prove to you why this is that and this is that. All right, so you guys are gonna enjoy that video. But yeah, keep this as a staple exercise. Sometimes I like to go 5x5, sometimes 6 to 8, 8 to 12. Some of those rep ranges I like to use. But really, I like to keep this exercise because it's a foundational exercise. You can't really remove those. Some of them I do like, the barbell press, the flat, so the seated dumbbell press. Those are sort of foundational exercises. But I remove those because my shoulders, they take a lot of the damage already during this exercise. So I'm trying to, limit my shoulder growth development so that I can, maintain those old school proportions. But yes, this is the foundation exercise. It's a staple. It will give you mass strength and power in your chest. You don't really want to remove it. It's it's an exercise that is high on the EMG scale, so stimulate a lot of the muscle fibers in your chest. You don't want to take it out of there. But there's a time and place for everything. Sometimes you won't need to focus so much on bench pressing. Sometimes you may need to focus more on just the upper chest. Doing just more incline flies and incline, press and dumbbell press, and all those other exercises to bring that muscle group up. But that's for another topic on a video. If you're curious about my online coaching, if you need a personal trainer that's online, I do offer those services. You can click the link in the description. But with that being said, let's move on to the next exercise. So this is the last exercise of this video. Now this is going to be the one that's going to cause the most friction. You're going to be like, well, why did you choose dips and whatnot? Because I feel like that's sort of more of a foundation exercise. It's not that high on the EMG rating scale. And, when you think of old school bodybuilding, like, well, a lot of the old school bodybuilders did, dips. But, the EMG scale, the highest ones will actually stimulate and fatigue most of the muscle fibers in that body part. When I was reading Vince Gironda's The Wild Physique book, he talks about some of the flying movements that you can do, and those actually work the outer pectoral. They will give you that sort of rounded chest, like that underlying pec line. And he said if flies do that. So I feel like you can kill two birds with one stone. You can work the upper chest very well here as well, isolate it, but also work the outer pectoral to get that underlying pec line. So that's sort of why whereas dips just works like the lower chest. It doesn't hit really much of the upper chest. But if you're curious, Larry Scott, Vince Gironda reported that Larry Scott only did neck pressing and dips to achieve his chest. And you saw his chest; it looks incredible. But this is sort of mainly what I've been doing for my chest for the last few years, just working a lot of upper chest and working, keeping the foundational exercises in there. But guys, if this is a top 5 exercise for chest, I would have included, incline press, incline fly, dips, and, a few other exercises in there. But since this is a top 3, because we're taking into, cosmetic bodybuilding into account, this is sort of what I chose. But actually, in my course, I'm going to be providing a free bonus for those who take action early on. It's going to be called Building the Foundation, where I'll show you exactly how to build a rugged, dense, thick, strong, powerful, Herculean physique like Reg Park and John Grimmick, free of charge with that bonus. It'll be including some foundational exercises, foundational information, how to bulk, how to give yourself that power, like an old school bodybuilder like Reg Park. So yeah, super pumped to share that with you guys. I'm working on that as we speak. Hey, so while you're still here watching the video, drop a comment on your top 3 favorite exercises for chest. Guys, one last important thing that I have to share with you before I end the video is that I'm going to be getting rid of my ebook, Silver Era Secrets. It will no longer be on sale coming soon. I guarantee you that. I promise you that it will be gone forever. So pick it up while you can. The reason I'm getting rid of it is because, I've listened to what my audience wants and what my audience doesn't want. So, I'm creating exactly just that. So I gotta make a room for something, that is going to serve people a lot more powerfully than, this ebook could. So this is gonna be even better than the ebook. This is gonna be 10 times better than the ebook. I guarantee you that. So again, I will be getting rid of it. It will no longer be on sale. You will never ever be able to acquire it ever again. So if you still want it, click the link in the description while it's still up. So with that being said, subscribe for more videos like this. Give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm Old School Dan. I'm gone.